The year 2024 has come to an end, and that means it's time to wrap things up. The Volleyball World Media team has already published their list of the year's top players. Here are the results, ranked from 10th to 1st. Toncek Stern, Wilfredo Leon, Taylor Averill, Yuki Ishikawa, Antoine Brizard, Alessandro Micheletto, Jean Patry, Erwin Ngapet, Tomáš Fornal, and the number 1 spot goes to French outside hitter Trevor Klevenov. What do you think about this ranking? Does everyone deserve their spot, or is someone missing? It's pretty clear that Volleyball World based their choices primarily on players' performances in international tournaments. Personally, I wanted to put together my own list. Subjective, a bit different, and factoring in not only national team performances, but also club-level achievements. I'll admit I'm not a big fan of creating rankings, but this time I felt like sharing my thoughts and, of course, hearing yours. Before you watch the video, take a moment to write down your own list of top players and their rankings, make it as long or short as you like. After watching, let me know what you think of my choices. Alright, no more delays, let's dive in. Before revealing the first name on my list, I want to point out that there are so many amazing volleyball players worldwide who didn't make it here. But that's just how rankings work. You have to make tough decisions. Russian players could have been included here, but it's impossible to fairly compare them to others due to the lack of international matches. So let's kick off my top 10 with Toncek Stern. The Slovenian opposite became a Greek league champion and the MVP of that league. Maybe those achievements aren't as flashy as others on this list, but I was truly impressed by his performances for the national team. Slovenia played without Stern in previous seasons, and this year highlighted how much they missed him. Toncek was incredibly consistent and productive. He's definitely not to blame for Slovenia missing out on a medal. The only misstep for Stern came in the Olympic quarterfinals. Still, he earned his spot in my ranking. At number 9 is Wilfredo Leon. It might seem surprising to see Poland's outside hitter so low, considering he won an Olympic silver medal, a VNL bronze, all domestic trophies in Italy, and even the Club World Championship. So why isn't he higher on the list? Despite his standout performances in international competitions and the current Plus Liga season, Leon spent most of last club season with Perugia either serving as a substitute for his jump serve or not playing at all. Because of that, even with all his accomplishments, I couldn't justify ranking him any higher. Next on the list is his teammate on the Polish national team, Norbert Huber. It's not easy for a middle blocker to stand out in rankings like this, but I couldn't ignore his phenomenal year. Like Leon, Huber earned Olympic silver and VNL bronze, but he played a significant role in his club's success. He won the Plus Liga title and secured silver medals in the Champions League, Polish Cup and Super Cup. The main reason he's on this list, though, is his record-breaking performances in blocking, both in individual matches and over the course of a season. Most recently, Huber set a Champions League record with 9 block points in a single group stage match. In my opinion, his 8th place finish is well deserved. At number 7 on my personal ranking is Micah Christensen. Even though the USA's main roster didn't participate much in the Nations League, this team, led by their star setter, managed to secure bronze medals at the Paris Olympics. Naturally, Micah was one of the key players there. It's equally clear that he is the cornerstone of Zenit Kazan. Over the past year, he helped the team win the Russian Super League and Super Cup, while also finishing as runners-up in the Russian Cup and the Legends Cup. Zenit, with Christensen running the show, could have been strong contenders for medals in the Champions League. However, due to the current ban on Russian teams in international competitions, we can only speculate. That's why the American setter lands at 7th place on my list. Now, this next pick might spark some debate. Coming in at number 6 is Erwin Ngapet. Based on achievements alone, the French magician could easily rank higher. Olympic gold, Nations League gold, a Turkish championship and cup, plus a medal at the Asian Club Championship. All of that is undeniably impressive. But here's the thing. I closely followed Ngapet's performances throughout the Champions League, a handful of Nations League matches, and of course the Olympics. In most of those games, he seemed unmotivated, like he was just going through the motions, especially during his time with Hawkbank. I still believe that at his peak, Ngapet was the most versatile player in the world. I've talked about this in my analysis on the channel. However, I don't think a few standout matches in 2024 are enough to overshadow the consistent performances of players ranked above him. Kicking off the top 5 is Antoine Brizard. Unsurprisingly, there are a lot of French players in this section. After all, the Olympics only happen every 4 years, and the Nations League was won in a dominant and spectacular style. Brizard was a pivotal figure in both achievements. Previously, he had to compete for playing time with Benjamin Tognuti, but now Brizard is objectively the best setter on the French national team. In my opinion, Antoine was one of the 2 clear candidates for the Olympic MVP award. However, the honor went to Ngapet, which I didn't find entirely logical. At least Brizard was named the MVP of the Nations League. I might have ranked Brizard even higher, but Piacenza, the club he plays for, had a rather underwhelming season. So for now he sits at 5th place. And just ahead, in 4th place, is Jean Patry, thanks to his more successful club season. The French opposite had a somewhat inconsistent Nations League campaign, but he turned into the hero of the final match, making everyone forget his earlier struggles. In addition to his accomplishments with the French national team, Patry won the Polish Championship, earned silver in the Champions League and Polish Cup, and even took home a bronze medal from the Asian Club Championship. Currently, Patry is one of the top scorers in the Turkish league, so a well-earned 4th place for him. Kicking off my top 3 volleyball players of 2024 is Yuki Ishikawa. At the Olympics, the outside hitter truly came alive during the playoffs, where Japan, despite losing, played the tournament's most thrilling match against Italy. However, Ishikawa's performances during the Nations League still make me see him as one of the best, if not the best, outside hitters in the world. If we're talking about a player's contribution to their team's success, I'd argue he was the best in 2024. A historic silver medal in the Nations League, Milan's first ever bronze in the Italian Championship, and even in his debut season with Perugia, Ishikawa managed to secure the Italian Super Cup and claim the MVP title for the tournament. At number 2 on my list is Tomasz Fornal. For a long time, I felt the Polish outside hitter was underrated. It was especially frustrating to see him benched on the national team despite his outstanding club-level performances. Even when he came off the bench and played confidently, he'd often find himself back on the sidelines for the next match. This season, though, marked a turning point. Tomasz finally earned the recognition and starting role he deserved with the Polish national team. It would have been heartbreaking if the injury he suffered during the group stage of the Olympics had prevented him from continuing in Paris, but thankfully he pulled through. Fornal's 2024 highlights include an Olympic silver medal, a Nations League bronze and silver medals in the Champions League, Polish Cup and Super Cup. And let's not forget the Plus Liga Championship title. It's a bit ironic that despite all this, he still ended up 2nd on my list. So, the title of the best player of 2024, according to my subjective ranking, goes to Trevor Clevenot. In my opinion, this outside hitter should have been named MVP of the home Olympics. His consistency and reliability in every aspect of the game throughout the tournament, combined with his incredible ability to energize his teammates, set him apart. Beyond his success with the French national team, Clevenot helped Aileron achieve historic milestones last season. The team won its first ever Polish Cup and claimed its first silver medal in Plus Liga. It was an outstanding year for the French outside hitter, and I truly believe he earned the title of the best player in the world. And that's my ranking of the top 10 volleyball players of 2024. I'm really looking forward to hearing your thoughts in the comments. Just a heads up though, I'll gladly read all your messages, but won't be diving into long debates. This is just my personal opinion and doesn't claim to be the ultimate truth. I hope you enjoyed this video and will show your support with likes and subscriptions to the channel. This year I promise to bring you even more amazing volleyball content. By the way, let me know in the comments what types of videos you'd like to see more often on the channel, or even better, suggest something new I haven't done yet, but you'd love to watch. And as always, it's Nick here with you in this brand new year. Love what you do and you'll surely succeed. See you soon. Bye!